Hey guys, thank you so much for an incredible Pizza Palooza and an awesome way to kick off our fall season as we are gearing up for school being in session and getting into our regular rhythm of everything going on. I want to let you know what's coming on this week. We are getting into two different series, one with our middle schoolers, one with our high schoolers. Same idea, different titles. For our high schoolers, it's called Table of Context, and for our middle schoolers, it's called Compass. And over the next few weeks, 4 weeks, we're going to be talking about what is the Bible and why is it important and how do we interact with it. And this week, we're really getting into the idea of how can we simplify our understanding of Scripture to a place where we can actually engage with it. I'm going to talk about the story of growing up as the son of a mechanic. Car engines are so complex. There's so many moving parts. There's so many things going on. But once my dad finally simplified it and boiled it down to its most important, crucial parts, then all of the complexities just build on top of that. And it makes the whole thing richer and more easily understood. Now, I do not consider myself a mechanic at this point, but I feel like I can navigate my way around a vehicle. That's what we're hoping to do with Scripture. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking John's opening introduction, and the Word became flesh and dwelt among us. And we're going to be getting into the idea of what does John mean when he says Word? Why is this Logos so important? What's unique about it? And we're going to be landing on this idea that in its most simplified, basic essence, the Bible is for us to know God. The Bible is for us to know Jesus, and Jesus is the perfect fulfillment and embodiment of the Bible. And the two things are hand in hand. And that's where we're heading with this, and I'm really, really excited. I think that this can open up some really cool conversations. We've got a Bible reading plan on YouVersion. I'll have that link in this chat as well. And then what we're also going to be doing starting this week is we're going to be introducing a new way to run small groups. Now, it's not going to be wildly revolutionary, but what I think is it can actually open up some really cool opportunities. Now, if you have gone to summer camp with us to CIY, that you used an app called Convos and you passed your phone around. And what CIY has done is they've opened that up as now a platform for people to be able to create their own small group experiences on it. And we're trying that. So, what's this going to mean? What's this actually going to play out like? Instead of getting a piece of paper that has your small group leader guide, you will download an app called Convos. I've got that linked below. And you will use a group join code. And then on that app, it's so outrageously simple. You will click next and it'll say, read this thing out loud. You read the question out loud, ponder it with your group, have some discussion with it, and then you click next to go to your question. And it will say, pass it. Pass the device to such and such person. And we have some fun trying to build in some unique things with that. Pass it to the tallest person, the person who can yodel the best or whatever. And what you're then going to do is hand that thing, the device, over to that specific person. And then they will read and lead the next part of the discussion. Why this is something that I want to try, that I think could be really cool, is because it's a way for us to encourage, if not force, some small degree of leadership and ownership within your group. If somebody asks the question, what do you think of when you think of the Bible? And it's just crickets, then they are going to try and ask follow-up questions. They're going to try to get people to answer. They're going to try to get people to engage. And you're not going to be the only person always trying to rally the troops and get them to ask questions. So, what I want to ask of you is try this out with me. Over this series, we're going to be doing this last week in September, and we're going to be doing all of October. Over this series, try Convos out and let me know your feedback. You guys are going to be the ones actually running this and actually doing the thing. And if you get into this 2-3 weeks in and you're like, Adam, this is stupid, just give us a piece of paper, that's totally fine. If you get into this a few weeks in and you're like, wow, this is really working, but some of your questions are dumb, some of your questions need fixing, some of your discussions need this, or this, then let me know. And at the end of this series, we'll have a really great conversation and have a lot of feedback about if this is something that we should continue on with, or if this is something to where it's kind of neat and maybe we break it out at winter retreat or something like that. So I will send all of the information for that. It will be in the chat below. So sorry about the absurd amount of links and everything that you guys have been getting and all the extra app downloads, but I think that this could hold some really, really cool opportunities for our students to be leading and engaging in the discussion in a unique and new way. So guys, thank you for everything that you do. I love getting to serve with you, and I cannot wait to serve with you again this Sunday night.